Hello comrades, and welcome back to Crapitalism Weekly after absence of almost 20 weeks. And last time I checked, 20 weeks was almost equal to half a year, which is almost equal to the amount of time it takes for VTech to kick in, or for me to mow the lawn of Nürburgring. Anyway, I'm your host, Boosted Boris, and today our guest could have been Comrade Alejandro, but he was too busy figuring out why the comrades commenting potato salad on his videos. Okay, so let's get started. The first news is about spy shots I have received from KGB. And for comrades who don't know, KGB does not stand for Koenigsegg Gay Bar, no, it's a Russian secret service. So, the first item is about the new Supra. Whoa, wait. Let me correct myself. Something that people think is the new Supra. Because how the hell can you think that it's first of all a Toyota through all this camouflage, or in particular a Supra? Moreover, what disturbs me more is because we know that Toyota and BMW are going to create this Supra together, some people think that it's a BMW Z5. But what the real problem is, imagine if that would be the same thing, like we have now with Toyota GT86 or GT86 and the Subaru BRZ. Imagine all those fanboys going, no, Toyota Supra is better, or BMW Z5 is better. They're freaking the same car. Well, let's hope it's not the case. The second spy shot is something that comrades claim to be new McLaren P14. Well, I must admit, I really like the design, but what's up with the name? What does P14 stands for? Does this mean that P14 is 14 times worse than a P1? Does the car give you 14 penis points? Or is the pussy magnet value 14? Or does it sound like some bad porn movie? P14. McLaren, we need answers. And finally, there is the spy shot of the new M2 CSL, or something that people think is going to be the M2 CSL. And there is nothing wrong with the model, but that's the reasoning behind it that bothers me most. Because it's the pinnacle of capitalism, and let me explain. Like already with the existing model, the BMW M4 in this case, which has the GTS, this is going to be a car for freaking capitalists, because it's a limited edition, and limited edition will be just stored in a garage because it will be rising its value. And you're supposed to fucking lap the car, track the car, kick the shit out of it on any racetrack in the world, or in this particular case the Nürburgring. But what we see with the M4 GTS happening, capitalists who own it, they just come to the car park, drive a freaking slowest lap ever imaginable on the Nürburgring, then park in the car park again and like, hey, take a picture of me and my M4 GTS because I own it and you're not. Well, you own it, but you're not fucking worthy of it. So I hope that their BMW, that brand that I admire a lot, as you can see, will adjust their tactics and only sell it to the comrades who are worthy of M2 CSL. The next item that we have today, comrades, is about Alfa Romeo setting a new lap record for cars with 4 doors for more, well, you get what I mean, on the Nürburgring. And it's not about the lap record, which is a freaking record after all, but the way they did it. Look at that! The comrade driving the car only wears a helmet, but for the rest, it's a stock car, no roll cage, and the comrade is only wearing a t-shirt, so no race overall. But most importantly, what I like the most, it doesn't wear any freaking gloves. So all the boy racers and girl racers around the world who think that you're supposed to be wearing gloves to prove that you're a worthy driver, are not like, what the hell? How is this even possible? It is possible, but not only the boy and girl racers are really confused, also Porsche, because they did a 6-second slower lap in a fully prepped Panamera, which has, look it for yourself, has a roll cage, has a racing seat, the driver is like fully stick prepped and everything. And you know what? I'm actually pretty sure that Alfa Romeo would have been faster if it wasn't the weight of driver's balls that was slowing it down. And actually, it kinda makes me think that I need to make a lap record with the Lada and being fully naked. Or maybe not. Okay, so the next piece of capitalism is coming all the way from down under. And no, not from down under from a girl, which could have been good or bad, I don't know, it depends. Let us skip that. It's coming all the way from Australia. And to be precise, it's about Australian government trying to reintroduce the speed limits. And let me get that correct for you. Because the speed limits were banned in 2014, which is almost 2 years ago. And they were banned because once they were introduced in 2007, and we're talking about speed limits on like a really 200 miles stretch thing where you have like no houses, no villages, nothing, it's just a freaking desert. It's Australia, for fuck's sake. So in their introduction in 2007, the amount of little accidents rose, and that was quite bad. And so there is definitely no safety concern here, and the only reason for their reintroduction is definitely freaking capitalism, because the government wants to collect more money because of the speed tickets. And not only more money from speed tickets, but also more taxes from the companies that do funerals and that kind of stuff, because according to scientific proof, their Australian government, well, there'll be more deaths. And you know, a small hint, speed does not kill people, but spiders so big that they have the fucking health bar, or white sharks, or whatever the fucking stuff that you have over there kills people. Okay, speed. So let's continue about speed, and this time it's about, hey, you Crapitalism piece of paper. It's about Crapitalism Bentley producing an upgraded version of already Flying Spur W12, which is now called Flying Spur W12S. It's a fucking car, it does not fly. Why do you call it a Flying Spur? Anyway, it can go now 200 miles per hour. Hey Bentley, wanna hear a secret? The majority of world population does not give a damn about this achievement, because they measure their speed in kilometers per hour and not miles per hour. Also, what bothers me more is the technical data that we have received. So, according to the technical specification of this Flying Spur W12S model, it only has 10 brake horsepower more than a non-S version. So if 10 brake horsepower is the only thing that was required to make a car go 200 miles per hour, then dear Bentley, could you please care to explain why didn't you produce a car in the first place that was able to go 200 miles per hour plus, to be precise 202? I have the answer for you, comrades. Fucking capitalism, because now capitalist clients from Bentley will buy a special model, which is even more special than another model, and makes their dick 202 micrometers longer. Okay, and to finalize and kind of celebrate the comeback of Crapitalism Weekly, I want to introduce the new feature of Crapitalism Weekly, which will be called WTF. And TF, for comrades who are still not familiar with jargon or slang of Nürburgring, TF stands for Touristfahren, or public sessions, where every comrade can go to the Nürburgring and drive with their own car or any rental car that we have and enjoy the Nürburgring. And that brings us a lot of WTF moments. So the first nomination goes to...
Holy fuck!
Dear comrade in the blue shirt, if you are watching this, please care to explain to me and the other comrades who are watching this, how much of which substance have you used to be this freaking drunk to decide, you know what? It may be a good idea to walk on a freaking racetrack where there are cars going with crazy speed and most of them are freaking retarded drivers. And apparently the color blue has something to do with the stupidity on the track. Because have a look for yourself in this blue Ford being drunk as fuck. I bet he couldn't afford to crash into a 458. And finally, there is this comrade who shows off his amazing skills of barrier jumping. If Russia wasn't banned from the Olympics, I would definitely hire him. And I also kinda like how the bike is still going afterwards, as if the bike was responsible for the whole situation. Freedom at last! But the best is probably the comment of the cameraman. Okay, that's it for this week, comrades. There is one important thing that we still have to do, and that is to announce the giveaway winner. The giveaway that I had announced 2 days ago to celebrate 25,000 subscribers on YouTube. So the best 2 comments will win, and in this case, the first comment with the most amount of upvotes was, if you won't give me the prize, I'll call the Russian police on you and they'll catch you with a taxi because their ladder broke down, by comrade Saito Spoga. Well, I'm happy that you won't have to do this anymore, because here is your prize. And the second prize, which is this amazing carbon fiber bottle opener, is for the amazing poem by comrade the Death Seeker 1234. Roses are red, violets are blue. You are drunk, Boris. I'm also drunk. How do I rhyme again? Amazing poem, comrade. So, with this bottle opener, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to open more bottles and open more creativity in your life. Yeah, so both giveaway winners, please email me to Boris at boostedboris.wtf, and that's a real email address. Email me your address, details, and so on, so I can send those amazing goodies. And for other comrades, stay tuned, there'll be a lot of more giveaways in the future. Yeah, that's it, comrades. I was also intending to release the Yugo video tomorrow, but then I realized tomorrow is Gymkhana 9 coming out, and to, well, not to steal Comrade Block's moment of fame by overshadowing it with Yugo awesomeness, I just decided to wait like 2 days or something. So stay tuned, this week there'll be a lot of content coming out. Well, that's it, comrades. Thanks for watching and have a good week.